Hi Stampers, this is Lisa with Queen Bee Creations, and I'm here today to show you how to make this great birthday card. We're going to be using two different techniques here. One of them is the scallop closure and the other is the painter's tape technique. What you're going to need to start out with is a piece of cardstock in whatever color, and then the layers for the inside. The measurements for these will be found on my website. Don't forget to go to queenbeecreations.net. I'm going to take our base of the cardstock and I'm going to cut it with the Scallop Tag Topper Punch. Because this was 4 1/4, I marked it at 2 1/8, so I know exactly where the center is on both sides. It's not necessary to put it in the center. You can lift it a little towards the top, a little towards the bottom. You just want to make sure that you're making it at the same cut at both ends. I'm going to line it up in the punch with my little pencil mark straight in the center, and I'm going to punch that out. Then I'm going to flip it over and do the exact same thing on the other side. Now what I'm going to do is bring in our paper trimmer. The Stampin trimmer from Stampin' Up! Has two different blades on it. One of them will cut and one of them will score. We're going to use both. I'm going to line up the little marks of where the end of the punch is, and I'm going to use the cut tool to cut off just those two edges. I kind of drag it until I feel the blade give, because I don't want to actually cut off that part. I want to score that. So I'm going to use the score blade. Then I'm going to take and measure the end of this at 5 1/2, which will give me my center. And I'm going to score this again. And then we're going to cut off the tags on the other end. So now we have our card base. For our layers, we're going to use the masking tape technique to create the background. We're going to do that by using painter's tape, and I've just kind of pulled off a little stretch of it. I'm going to start off with our lightest color. We're going to go soft sky. And I'm just pressing the tape into the ink pad so that I've transferred the ink from the pad to the back of the tape. Then I'm going to lay the tape over my cardstock and just press down. Because it's painter's tape, it's kind of got a post-it tape technology, and it's going to peel right off. And then we can just do this again. And then I have the second one. I'm going to also do that to the piece on the front of the card. Now it's okay that it's a little bit imperfect, because that's part of the technique, is to get that texture of it being imperfect. Then I'm going to take our next color. Here I've got Coastal Cabana. And a different strip of painter's technique. I've kind of just initialed which ones are which. And then for my last color, we're going to use Crumb Cake. So there's the inside of my card, and then the outside. Then I'm just going to take our Wetlands stamp set. That's this one right here. We're going to use the several stamps out of it actually, and I'm going to make a birthday card. So for the outside, I'm going to use the little whippoorwillows. I'll put them right on the front, and then let's use Early Espresso and put birthday greetings in the corner. Then for the inside, we'll use the goose. And then the little wheat grass pieces, and that's it. Now we're ready to layer. So all we need to do is take our snail adhesive. We're going to put a little bit of adhesive in all four corners, maybe a little in the middle. And then we're going to place it on the inside of our card base. Then I'm going to layer the outside one with a little bit of Early Espresso cardstock. The trick to this one is just making sure that the long side goes this way, because if you stamped this direction, it's not quite going to fit. There's our cardstock, and I happen to have some of this great ribbon from Stampin' Up. It's part of the Celebration. It's one of the free things you can get for placing a $50 order. You get 3 spools of ribbon. I just took like a 10-inch piece. I like to have a little bit of extra to play with because I'm not that great at making bows. But we're just going to take and put a bow on the front of the card. And then you're all done. Like I told you, I wasn't very good. But we'll fidget with this a little bit. Get it all cleaned up and then trim it off, and there you have it. That would be your finished card. I hope you like it. Don't forget to pop over to Queen Bee Creations, where you can purchase all of the items used in making this card. Thanks a lot. Bye.